All right, the Sharks were on an off day today, and they basically made a transaction involving rookie William Eklund. Pretty interesting. They're basically reassigning and sending him back to Sweden to his club team there. And, I think it might be for the best. I think, he's through 9 games. The Sharks have played 10, but, he played in 9 of the 10. And I think this probably is for the better in this situation. He was a seventh pick, obviously, in the draft. He was kind of a sensation in the preseason. And, I mean, I'd say he's been decent in the regular season. I mean, he has 4 assists in 9 games, no goals. So he's averaging close to half a point per game, but no goals is an issue. I mean, the Sharks have had some good rookies this year. Weatherby, Dahlin, and Merkley has been pretty good, and Eklund hasn't really been up there with them, with some of those guys. It was a tough decision for them. He was obviously. He came out and Eklund verbally and emotionally was pretty upset about this decision. But I think it's only for the best. I mean, he has a lot of skill, but I think a lot of people kind of expected this, and that's why I'm not really surprised or, too emotionally attached to this move, because I knew that, when Eklund was drafted, he probably wasn't going to start on the Sharks right away, and then he did. And I was like, whoa, whoa. He's going to start on the opening night roster. He's going to be, all into the lineup. And unfortunately, it didn't work out in the first 9 games in terms of him actually having a big role. And the Sharks are a pretty decent team. He's played mostly top 2 lines, so that's pretty good for a guy that young. And I think maybe it's just not his time yet to be in the NHL level because he's very talented, clearly. He's a good skater. He's good with the puck, but you're playing against guys double your age. Sometimes, in some cases, it's tough, right? So it's definitely something he can work on, and I don't think this is any insult. I don't think the Sharks doing this is any insult to Eklund or any detriment. But I also think that it's something he needs to work on, and I think. The Sharks also opted to send him back to his club in Sweden if he played before he played his 10th game. So yeah, I mean he's on his entry level contract as well, which is 3 years. So I mean this is not a short term mistake. This is something that's going to change long term, and I think it's probably for the best for Eklund. I think if he goes out and completely plays well in Sweden, bring him back up at some point. But I think for now, with the way the Sharks are playing, it's just there's no benefit in keeping him there because he's not really changing much. His game is mostly the same in terms of how he plays through these 9 games. And unfortunately, there's been no goals. But the assists are pretty good. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. William Eklund going back to Sweden, rookie prospect. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. Go Sharks.